I am beating every N64 game, and I mean all of them. The twist is, the next game I play is randomly selected, so I have no clue what's coming next. This is the journey to beating every N64 game. Game number 203, Triple Play 2000. Released in 1999, this game was developed and published by Electronic Arts. It's kinda weird. There are several triple play games made, but this is the only one on the N64. I wonder what made EA port this one, or rather, what made them not port any of the others. Regardless, this is one of several baseball games on this platform. I used to enjoy playing baseball games a lot growing up, but I must say, it's been one of the more boring sports types in this challenge. I think it's just because in the others you can make quarters shorter or whatever, but baseball is always 9 innings with 3 outs each. But who knows? Maybe Triple Play is the one that'll make me change my mind. I think I had one of these on the PS1 growing up. This was during the peak era with Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire competing to see who could inject the most steroids into their body. Should be a good time. Let's get into it. The first thing I did was look at the home run challenge. Look at that matchup. McGwire versus Sosa. The battle of the ages. There's juice littered all over the field. All you do is hit fastballs down the middle. It's not even structured like the actual home run derby. Well, that was fun. So the way we handle sports games in this challenge is by winning the main championship in the quickest way the game allows. You can jump straight to the playoffs and change the series to 1 game except the actual World Series, which is a 3-game series. Looks like this game actually lets you change it to 1-inning games, which is quite rare, but I left it at 9. I decided to roll as the Red Sox. They were really good back then, right? Well, we're off to a great start. I don't know what was happening with this menu, but just nothing was registering. I tried every single button on the controller, and I could only conclude it froze. We're having fun here. Let's try that again. Wait, you can just create a new player mid-playoffs? That's kinda wild. Series not going well? Just head down to the baseball player factory to spawn in a new one. God, I love taking create features to their limits. Love seeing this guy just morph into the worst shapes possible. Along with the look, you can also adjust their stats. Seems there's no cap on how high to make them, so I'm overpowered. Sorry, Jeff Fry, you're being replaced by this new guy, Thab. I used to play second base when I played. Dang, look at those players sprinting out to the field. Don't see hustle like that nowadays. We were up against the Cleveland Indians in the first game. Darren Lewis at bat, Charles Nagy on the mound. Never heard of either of these guys. When batting, you can press A to do a normal swing or B for a power swing. After a couple foul balls, I hit a pop fly to right field for the first out. Oh shoot, second batter is the legend Thab. Look at him out there, the ideal male physique. Unfortunately, another pop fly. We went 3 up, 3 down, now it was my turn to pitch. 2 legends matched up here, Kenny Lofton batting with Pedro Martinez on the mound. For pitching, you just select the pitch with the C buttons, press A to throw, then after throwing, choose the trajectory with the joystick. It felt kinda weird to not choose where the pitch goes before throwing it. Maybe that's to prevent screen watching in multiplayer? They had 2 outs, but then Roberto Alomar had the first base hit of the game with a drive to left center field. I like the symbols they added during fielding to make it more clear how to get to the ball. When you have to react to the camera shifting in an instant, every bit helps. Oh snap, Nomar Garciaparra. I remember that guy. It's weird because this is old enough to where I only recognize about half the names. I didn't follow pro sports much till the mid-2000s. An annoying thing with baseball is you can't strike out on a foul ball. It's fair, but trying to beat a video game, you can get caught in an infinite loop. Plus, every time they hit one, the announcer goes, "That's foul."
That's foul. That's foul. That's foul. That's foul. That's foul.
Wait, what? Manny Ramirez? He's supposed to be on my team. This is a scandal. Man, Jim Thome? This Indians roster was cracked. Finally, in the 3rd inning, I got my first hit with Scott Hatteberg. No idea how the center fielder missed that one. Well, it should have been a hit. I didn't know how to base run efficiently yet. Also, how did he tag me there? He didn't even move. Dude, look at Thab out there making the play. Textbook fielding on that ground ball. He's really fast for weighing 300 pounds. And then it happened. With 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd, Sandy Alomar Jr. sent it to the stands. The first run of the game, and it wasn't mine. Felt horrible. Geez, almost another home run in the fourth. Stopped it right at the warning track. The fielding controls in this are quite smooth, not gonna lie. What's going on with Martinez's neck here? Nice player model. Okay, I actually lied earlier. You move around with the joystick, but for some reason you have to use the D-pad to aim where the pitch goes. I was wondering why it felt like all my throws were going straight down the middle. How are you supposed to press buttons on all three handles of the controller? Top of the fifth, and it happened again. Nomar Garciaparra taking him yard. Home run. We're all tied up 1-1. Heck yes, dude. I'll take this time to talk about the graphics and audio. I'd say the graphics are not great. I mean, this isn't an early N64 game. The player models look quite goofy. You've got other baseball games like All-Star Baseball or Ken Griffey Jr.'s Baseball that look way better and run much smoother. Speaking of which, this game runs so choppy on original hardware. Not a strong point. The audio is kind of all over the place. Sure, you've got the crowd cheering and the sounds of the bat and all that. You got Jim Hughes on commentary. Apparently there was a second commentator on other versions, Buck Martinez, but he's missing on the N64.
Hit to right field. To second. He's out of there.
Then when the home team comes up to bat, they play these weird intro songs for each player, almost like a WWE entrance thing.
Next up, Omar Vizquel.
And finally, there's this goofy thing it plays every time you hit a foul ball.
Foul ball.
I actually think the audio is pretty good in this. Not much else happened until the top of the seventh when Thab took it deep to right field for a home run. We'd taken the lead, heck yeah. Okay, that previous error from their center fielder was bad, but this? Did he just fall down? I don't know if I just suck or the base running in this is jank. It took forever for him to head to second base. Dude, yes. Nomar Garciaparra with a 2-run homer. We're up 4-1 now. Pedro Martinez was getting a bit tired, so I had to head to the bullpen. Of course, what button would sub players in this menu other than C down? It's completely obvious. Basically, you need to get a player warming up their arm to come into pitch. It's intense on their shoulder, and they'll typically need a rest. But you also can't just come in and immediately start playing at an elite level. Probably takes an inning or so for them to warm up. Anyway, that's how it ended. Manny Ramirez was raging at the plate, but it didn't matter. We won the game 4-1. The players are just jumping and bouncing into each other aggressively to celebrate. Hope they don't get injured. Wasn't there some guy who had his team hurt his knee at the plate for a home run or something like that? The next game was against the Texas Rangers. Let's get into the highlights. The Red Sox started with the legend Brett Saberhagen on the mound. Tom Goodwin's leading off for the Rangers, goes for the bunt, but he's too slow. 2 outs now, Rusty Greer with the base hit into left field. Great season he's had here in 2000. But then the second baseman does a wild jumping throw for some reason to get the 3rd out. The Red Sox wind up going 3 up, 3 down. Not even their star player Thab could get a one off with Aaron Seal on the mound. Second inning now, that's Rafael Palmeiro with the incredibly weak contact. That guy's more juice than that Juicy Juice carton I used to drink as a kid. Third inning now, we got a lazy pop foul as Jason Varitek runs with an amazing animation for the out. A drive to second base, and Thab lets one get past. Mark that down as an error in the scorebook. 2 people on base. Luckily, Rusty Greer hits a lazy fly over to first base, allowing the Red Sox to escape the inning. Same scenario for the Red Sox, and Thab hits one deep, but not deep enough. Still tied, nothing all after 3 innings. Thab with the hustle on second base. Look at the little guy go. But after that hustle, Thab decides to be lazy on this play. Gotta make sure to cover second base with no one on. Well, good hustle from the outfield at least. And then the exact same scenario happened in the same inning. Unbelievable. Oh god, 6th inning and Saberhagen is going rogue. He blasts that guy right in the face with a fastball. The benches may clear soon. Instantly answered though, Rusty Greer with the 3-run shot. Home run. Gotta think Saberhagen is getting pulled after that stunt. And then, what's this? A black hole is formed directly over Fenway Park. I've never seen anything like this. Well, nothing we can do but cancel the game and start over from the 1st inning. It is what it is, folks. It's in the rulebooks. Okay, I don't know what happened here. This clearly looks foul to me, according to the poll at least. But they called it a home run. I'll take it. After that unfortunate black hole event, the Red Sox wound up winning 3-0, moving on to the World Series. No controversy here whatsoever. They were up against none other than the Atlanta Braves. This roster was stacked. Greg Maddux on the mound, Chipper Jones, Javi Lopez, Ryan Klesko, Brett Boone. They were so good. I got a little fed up and started bunting to get my at-bats over with quicker. Once I had a lead, that is. They weren't good enough, I guess. We beat the Braves 10-1 in Game 1. And then we beat them 2-0 in Game 2. And that was it. The Boston Red Sox were the 2000 World Series champions. Are they all like practicing their jump shot? What on earth? That was the weirdest celebration I've ever seen. All you get is congrats as an MVP trophy as well as the World Series trophy. Anticlimactic. The credits are just available at any point in the game's main menu. Okay, I definitely played one of these on the PS1. I vividly remember using this always home run cheat to be able to bunt for one. Wow, 821 feet. That's pretty nuts. But yeah, that's about all there is for this one. Game complete. So yeah, there you have it. My journey to beating Triple Play 2000. I mean, this one is not good. In the end, it's a sports simulation game, but there's just nothing that remarkable about it. I'm really curious why only this one made it to the N64. It seems like there just wasn't a ton of effort put into it. The animations and player models all look quite goofy. The graphics are generally just kind of poor, and it doesn't run well. I did enjoy all the weird little audio things they added in though. I also definitely prefer to be able to select where your pitch goes rather than just kind of guess after throwing it. I don't know, it's not a terrible game, but I would not really recommend this for any reason. Play Ken Griffey Jr.'s baseball if you want a good N64 baseball game. I gave Triple Play 2000 a 2.5 out of 10 for enjoyability and a 2 out of 10 for difficulty. Alright, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. We had a randomized marble race to determine which game was next, so here's how that played out. Or skip to the timestamp on screen to skip straight to the game selection. Do a random track. Mountain Mingle. 188 games left on the list, including Fighters Destiny 2, Bottom of the Ninth, or maybe even J-League Soccer. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, we are off, coming down the Taco Bell minigame to win a burrito if you land a quarter, but we all know it's completely rigged. You'll never get that free burrito. And who's coming out first? It appears to be Last Legion UX Winback, right behind F-Zero San Francisco Rush, as well Hot Wheels Turbo Racing, coming through the Cracker Barrel pegs now. Hot Wheels Turbo Racing breaks free and takes an early lead. So Hot Wheels Turbo Racing, the current favorite, coming along on the left side. We will have some people on the right. It does appear these paths are slightly different. This has bumps, this has little humps. Hot Wheels Turbo Racing V Rally Edition 99 Winback coming through over the speed bumps now. And is that Banjo-Kazooie in the lead on the right side, as well as Cruisin' USA. Cruisin' USA, Banjo-Kazooie on the right, V Rally Edition 99 Winback on the left. Coming down at separate paths now. It's still anybody's game. We'll have to wait till we get down these swirls. I don't see any lead changes happening until then. And coming down now through the funnel. Who's it going to be? And it is Banjo-Kazooie, the first one out. Winback on the other side, basically tied. V-Rally Edition right behind. And we got a couple options here. It appears this comb here is going to be pivotal in what happens. And Banjo-Kazooie gets knocked backwards. I think that is the end of the line for Banjo, but we will see. And Goemon Monkey Sugoroku coming through. Golden Nugget 64 as well. And Golden Nugget 64 is coming through. And Golden Nugget 64. I think this is a slot machines game. Oh my god. Might have to start my Kick channel, chat. Alright. Golden Nugget 64. It has been decided. But yeah, if you're still here watching, you're awesome. Thank you so much. If you had a good time, consider hitting that like button, or maybe even dropping a subscription. Or hey, maybe even watch another one of these videos that's on screen now. And yeah, see you next time.